Now let's move to Limpopo, and the man accused of ordering a hit on his wife is going to return to court only in August. Stanley Leshabane is accused of orchestrating the murder of his wife, Mokoena Mabusela Leshabane, and her friend, Tebogo Mputi. This in October 2020. Now, he and his co-accused appeared before the High Court in Polokwane today. They remain in custody. Silindelo Masikane, our reporter, is in Polokwane following the story. Slee, thank you so much for your time. Bring us up to speed with what happened around the death of Mokoena Mabusela Leshabane in October 2020. And then tell us what happened in court today, why it was postponed.
Well, of course, this matter dates back, like you said, to October 2020, just a couple of months after the death of Tsohufa Tsopule, whose killer was, who the mastermind of her death was recently actually just found guilty. And in this particular matter, something quite similar, where the husband of Mokoena is also accused of orchestrating this hit against his wife and her friend, being collateral damage in this matter. They were here in Polokwane in an industrial area looking at business premises, and they were then gunned down in a hail of bullets, execution style, we understand, in the car that they were in. And of course, subsequently, an intelligence-driven operation by the police was then conducted. 4 suspects were arrested in Gauteng, and the 5th suspect being Leshabane, who was actually arrested in hospital after trying to commit suicide. And what we understand, that today was supposed to be the start of the trial, Sally, but then at the last minute, one of the accused decided to change legal representation, and Leshabane also decided that he was going to tell the court that he wasn't feeling well and that he needed medical attention, alluding to the fact that he may not be able to be fit to stand trial. However, this doesn't sit well, of course, with the families, quite disappointed and frustrated, describing this as yet another delay tactic by the accused. Let's take a listen.
It is very disappointing. It was unexpected. We never thought that the trial would be postponed. But as a family, we are strong. We will come back to court, and Stanley and the other 4 accused, they will come back to court, and then they'll come and tell us exactly what has happened. So we are disappointed, but we are strong, and we're saying we will come back. Of course, the other logistics, there's really nothing that we can do about the other logistics. What has unfolded in court, we were here, we could see that the prosecuting team, there's really nothing that they can do, because if somebody's going to come to court and fake acute illness, there's really nothing that they can do, because he has to be fit to stand trial. So we're here, we witnessed everything, and then we are behind the prosecuting team. And as a family, we're saying it's fine. They can come with delaying tactics, but one day they'll come and stand a day in court.
Yeah, so the murdered wife's family clearly has a view on what exactly happened. You managed to actually speak to the husband who's accused of murdering his wife, Stanley Leshabane. Talk to us about what possible motive he might have had to possibly commit this crime, and what he told you today.
That is actually what's in question, Sally, as to why is it that Stanley Leshabane would want his wife dead. We know that sources close to the family say that their marriage was not in the best of states, that they were going through what seemed like a bitter divorce. But speaking to Leshabane today in the dock, he expressed that he loved his wife quite deeply, he misses her, and that despite the fact that the family believes he's responsible for her death, he maintains his innocence. Let's take a listen.
You still maintain your innocence?
Yes, I do indeed, yes.
Did you love your wife?
Very much so, yes.
What do you want to say to the children?
That's a sad one. That's a message I can't even relate to them through a third party. I'm sorry to respond that way, but yeah.
The family believes you killed your wife.
Well, there are many beliefs. Emotions are running high, so it's within their right to believe whatever they believe, but ultimately justice will take its course, and I'm here for justice to be served.
Do you miss your wife?
Pardon?
Do you miss your wife?
Very much so.
So that is the man accused of murdering his wife, saying that he loved her very much, Stanley Leshabane. But of course, Mokoena, the wife, the murdered wife's family, they've got their own views. Tell us more.
Yeah, they don't believe anything that Leshabane says in terms of how he felt about Mokoena, because they are of the firm belief that he had her killed, and they have their suspicions around why, but they say they want the law to take its course and that everything will be revealed during the trial. Let's take a listen.
They had the challenges in their marriage just like any other couple, and then but we never suspected that it could end up this way. You know, we thought maybe as a family we could intervene, but it looked like they were facing divorce. So we're not sure exactly what happened, but we are suspecting maybe the husband was threatened by divorce and stuff like that, but we are not sure. But at the very same, on the same breath, we don't know the motive behind the killing, but we can just say things were not so fine in the family, and then we're still busy trying to help them sort out their problems. But we didn't think death was the solution.
All right, so Silindelo Masikane, I guess we'll hear more on this particular case come August when the matter is before court again. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed.